is no place for the pious.
You mean the pretentiously pious, Sister Berta? There's Christina. And then there's Maria.
Well, after last night, I don't think there'd be any doubt in the Reverend Mother's mind about Maria.
I gave her permission to leave the Abbey for a day.
I told you, Sister Berta.
Reverend Mother, I've brought Maria. She's waiting.
Sister Sophia, the mistress of novices and mistress of postulants do not see eye to eye about Maria. What do you feel?
I love her very dearly, but she always seems to be in trouble, doesn't she?
Exactly what I say. She climbs a tree and scrapes her knee. Her dress has got a tear.
She waltzes on her way to mass and whistles on the stair.
And underneath her wimple, she has curlers in her hair.
I've even heard her singing in the abbey.
She's always late for chapel,
But her penitence is real.
she's always late for everything except for every meal. I hate to have to say it, but I very firmly feel Maria's not an asset to the abbey.
I'd like to say a word in her behalf. Maria makes me How do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you catch a cloud and pin it down?
How do you find a word that means Maria?
I'll liberate you with a clown.
Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand.
But how do you make her stay and listen to all you say?
How do you keep a wave upon the sand?
Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand?
When I'm with her, I'm confused, out of focus and bemused, and I never know exactly where I am.
Unpredictable as weather, she's as flighty as a feather.
She's a darling,
She's a demon,
she's a lamb. She'll help pester any pest, drive a hornet from his nest.
she can throw a whirling dervish out of whirl.
She is gentle, she is wild, she's a riddle, she's a child,
She's a headache.
she's nature, she's a girl. How do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you catch a cloud and pin it down? How do you find a word that means Maria? A flivvery Jimmy, a will-o-wisp, a clown. Many a thing you know you'd like to tell her. Many a thing she ought to understand. But how do you make her stay and listen to all you say? How do you keep a weight upon the sand? Oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria? How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand?
Reverend Mother, may I just?
Now, my sisters, I think I should talk to Maria instead of about her. I am grateful to you all. Sit down, Maria. I want to talk to you.
Yes, Mother. About last night. I was on my knees most of the night because I was late. And after you've been so kind and given me permission to leave, I must have awakened half the...
It wasn't about your being late, Maria.
I must have awakened half the Abbey before Sister Margaretta had me and opened the gate.
Maria, very few of us were sleeping. We could only think you had lost your way. And to be lost at night on that mountain.
Oh, Mother, I couldn't be lost on that mountain. That's my mountain. I was brought up on it. It was that mountain that brought me to you.
Oh?
When I was a little girl, I used to come down that mountain, climb a tree, and look over into your garden. I'd see the sisters at work and hear them singing on the way to Vespers. Many a time I went back up that mountain singing all the way. And that brings up another transgression. I was singing last night, and I was singing without your permission.
Only in the Abbey is there a rule against singing.
And that's the hardest rule of all for me. Sister Margaretta is always reminding me.
But it's too late once I've started singing. And that day that you went in the garden, singing at the top of your voice. But Mother, it's that kind of song. I came out to listen, and when you saw me, you stopped.
Yes, that's been on my mind ever since it happened.
It's been on my mind too. I wish you hadn't stopped. I used to sing that song when I was a girl, and I can't quite remember. Please.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and woolen mittens, paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudels, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzels with noodles, monkeys that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes, silver white winters that melt into springs. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dawn bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens, brown paper packages tied up with string. These are a few of my favorite things. Cream-colored ponies and crisp apple strudel, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles, wild geese that fly with the moon on their wings. These are a few of my favorite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, doorbells that stayed on my nose and eyelashes, bright leather winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. When the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Mother, we were singing at the top of our voices. You're right, it's that kind of song.
And singing it always makes me feel better. Mother, where did you learn that song?
I too was brought up on the mountains. Maria, despite what you saw over the abbey wall, you weren't quite prepared for the way we live, were you?
No, Mother, but I pray and I try.
And what is the most important thing you've learned here?
To find what is the will of God and to do it.
Even if it is hard to accept?
Even then.
Maria, the dress you wore when you came to us, is it still in the robing room?
Why, no, Mother, I'm sure that's been given to the poor. Sister Margaretta said that when we enter the abbey, our worldly clothes are given to the poor. Mother, why do you ask?
Maria, it seems to be the will of God that you leave us.
Leave? Leave here, Mother? Oh, no, please, no.
For a while only, Maria.
But, Mother, this is what I want. This is my life.
But are you ready for it? Perhaps if you leave, you will learn what we expect, and that we do expect it.
I know what you expect, Mother, and I promise I try.
Maria,
If it is the will of God, where am I to go?
there's a family of 7 children. You like children, you're very good with them. They need a governess until September.
Until September?
Captain von Trapp expects you in the afternoon. He's a fine man and a brave one. He received the Maria Theresa Medal for heroism in the Navy, given to him by the Emperor.
A captain in the Navy? Oh, Mother, he'll be very strict.
Well, you're not being sent to his battleship. God bless you, Maria.
Mother, have I your permission to sing?
Yes, my child.
Sometimes she doesn't hear, sir.
What happened to the last governess?
Who knows? She just said, I've had enough of this and walked out.
Why? Was Louisa playing tricks again?
She
Putting
didn't
toads in
know
her bed?
She didn't convey that, sir.
Well, there's another one coming today, and this one can't leave.
Oh?
She's coming from Nürnberg Abbey with orders to stay until September.
I hope you'll be at home for a time, sir.
Just for a while. That telephone call, was it for me?
No, it's for France.
Well, I shall be back in about a while with some guests.
Who wanted me on the telephone?
It was the post office. They've got a telegram. It'll be delivered at 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock? Well, that gives me 5 hours to be nervous.
With that scatterbrained boy delivering telegrams?
Well, that's one thing they're saying. If the Germans did take over Austria, we'd have efficiency.
Don't let the captain hear you say that. He didn't whistle for us when his wife was alive.
He's being captain of a ship again.
I can't bear being whistled for. It's humiliating.
Back in the Imperial Navy, the boatswain would always whistle for us.
But I wasn't in the Imperial Navy.
Shame, you could have made a fortune. This way, miss.
I'm Captain von Trapp. You are Fräulein...
Maria Rayner.
Now, Fräulein, as to your duties here. Before you meet the children, you will put on another dress.
I don't have any other dresses. When we enter the Abbey, our worldly clothes are given to the poor.
What about this one?
The poor didn't want this one.
This is what you call a worldly dress.
It belonged to our last postulant. I would have made myself a dress, but I wasn't given any time. I can make my own clothes.
Good. I'll see that you're given some material today if possible. Now, you're in charge of my children. There are 7 of them. In the morning, you will see how far they have progressed in their studies, and from the afternoon, they march. You will see at all times they conduct themselves with orderliness and decorum. The first rule in this house is discipline.
Yes, sir.
Now, Fräulein, I will call their names, and they will step forward and repeat their names. You, Fräulein, will listen and repeat their names as so.
Liesel, Friedrich, Louisa, Kurt, Brigitte, Martha, Gretel.
Now, Fräulein, let's see how well you listened.
You won't have any trouble, sir, because I'll be with them at all times.
Not on all occasions. This is a large house and a large estate. They've been taught to come only when they hear their whistles. Now, when I want you, this is what you'll hear.
You won't have to trouble, sir, because I couldn't answer to a whistle.
Nonsense. Everyone in this house answers to a whistle. I'll show you.
Yes, sir.
This is my butler. The new governess, Fräulein Maria.
Yes, sir?
This is my housekeeper, the new governess, Fräulein Maria. Please be sure that her room is ready.
Yes, sir.
Now, you are in command.
Pardon me, sir, but I don't know how to address you.
You will call me Captain.
Thank you, Captain, for I forgot to return this whistle, Captain. I won't be needing it, Captain. Well, now that it's just us, would you step forward and tell me your name and how old you are? Now you are...
I'm Liesel. I'm 13 years old, and I don't need a governess.
I'm glad you told me. We'll just be friends.
I'm Friedrich. I'm 14. I'm a boy.
A boy? Why, you're almost a man.
I'm Brigitte.
You didn't tell me how old you are, Louisa.
I'm Brigitte. That's Louisa. She's 13 years old, and you're smart. I'm 12, and I think your dress is the ugliest one I ever saw.
Brigitte, you mustn't say a thing like that.
Why not? Don't you think it's ugly?
If I did think so, I wouldn't say so. I'm Kurt. I'm 12. Almost.
That's a nice age to be. 12 almost.
I'm Marta. I was 13 on Sunday, and I got a pink parasol.
Pink is my favourite colour too. Now you must be Gretel. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've never been a governess before. How do I start?
You mean you don't know anything about being a governess?
No.
Well, the first thing you have to do is tell Father to mind his own business.
No, Louisa, don't. I like her.
What's in here?
My guitar.
What did you bring this for?
For when we sing together.
We don't sing.
Of course you sing. Everybody sings. What songs do you know?
We don't know any songs.
Well, now I know where to start. I'm going to teach you how to sing. Let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. When you read, you begin with
A, B, C.
when you sing, you begin with do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. The first three notes just happen to be do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Let me make it a little bit easier for you. Do, a deer, a female deer. Re, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That'll bring us back to do. Do, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, a drink with jam and bread. That'll bring us back to do. A deer, a female deer. Ray, a drop of golden sun. Me, a name I call myself. Fa, a long, long way to run. So, a needle pulling thread. La, a note to follow. So, tea, I drink with jam and bread. That will bring us back to do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
So is that what you call a song? Do, re, mi, fa, so, and so on?
No, those are only the notes we use to build a song. Once we have these notes, we can sing 1,000 different tunes.
How?
Like this. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do.
But it doesn't mean anything.
So we put in words. One word for every note. Do, la, fa, mi, do, re. So, do, la, ti, do, re, do. When you know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. Know the notes to sing, you can sing most anything. So, a deer, a female deer, ray, a drop of
when my father was home.
I have a way of knowing things.
You're wonderful.
I'm not really.
Oh, yes, you are. I mean, how did you know that 2 nights ago that you would have to deliver a telegram here tonight?
Every night on this date, he gets a birthday telegram from his sister.
You see, you are wonderful.
Can I come in tomorrow night?
Ralph, you can't be sure that you're going to have another telegram to deliver here tomorrow night.
I could come here by mistake with a telegram from Colonel Snyder. He's visiting from Berlin. He's staying with the boys at right. No one's supposed to know he's here. Don't you tell your father?
Why not?
Well, your father's pretty Austrian.
We're all Austrian.
Some people think they ought to be German. Pretty mad at those who don't think so. They're getting ready to... Let's hope your father doesn't get into any trouble.
Don't worry about father. He was decorated for bravery.
I don't worry about him. The only one I care about is his daughter.
Me? Why?
How old are you, Liesl?
13. What's wrong with that?
Little girl, on an empty stage, your fate to turn the lights on. Your life, little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on.
To ride on.
16 going on 17, fellows will fall in line. Ego and lads and ruays and cats will offer you food and wine. You are 12, going on 13, you innocent as can be. Ruays and cats and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Totally unprepared are you to face a world of men. Timid and shy and scared are you of things beyond your control. You are 13, going on 14, innocent as can be. I am 14, going on 15, you can depend on me.
I am 13, going on 14. I know that I'm naive. Salons are neat, made, young and sweet, and willingly I believe.
captain is going to Vienna tomorrow. I have this material they ordered for the new dress for you.
Oh, how lovely. Even before it's made, I know it is the prettiest dress I will ever have. I hope the captain will like it. After all, I'm going to ask for more material.
More?
Yes. Well, not for me. For the kids. For play clothes.
The Von Trapp children never play. The captain doesn't like them to get dirty.
But they're children. They have to climb trees, roll on grass. Think of all the rocks and caves.
The captain says the best exercise is marching. The children will continue to march. I hope you find your room comfortable.
Yes, thank you.
There will be new curtains for the window and the alcove. They'll be hung tomorrow.
But these curtains are very good.
There will be new curtains.
Will the captain be away long?
I don't know. Of course he has to come home every time he hires a new governess. I sometimes think the children get rid of their governesses just because they want to see their father.
He must want to see them too.
Since his wife died, they remind him too much of her. You can put that away. You won't be needing it.
Why not?
The captain won't have music.
He won't have music? That's wrong for the kids. And for him.
It'll work out. The captain may marry again before the summer is over.
That would make everything different. They'd have a mother again.
It's going to rain. You better close your window.
Dear God, I now know that you've sent me here on a mission. I must help these children to love their new mother, so that she will never want to leave again. I pray that they will become a happy family in my sight. God bless the captain, Sister Margareta, Liesel, Frederick, Marta, Louisa, Gretel, and what's his name? Oh, God bless what's his name. And now, about Liesel. I pray that you will help her know that I'm a friend, and help her to know that she could tell me whatever she's up to.
Are you going to tell on me?
I pray that you will help me guide her steps. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen.
I was out taking a walk, and somebody locked the doors earlier than usual, and I didn't want to wake everybody up, and when I saw your window was open, please don't tell Father.
Did you climb the trellis to get up here?
That's how we always got into the governess's room to play tricks on her. Louisa can climb anything with a toad in her hand.
Were you out walking on your own? You know, if we wash that dress out tonight, no one will know in the morning, and this will just be between you and me. Take it in there and put one of these on, then come back out here and sit on my bed and we'll have a talk.
I told you earlier that I didn't need a governess. Well, maybe I do.
Oh, it's you! You aren't afraid, are you? Where are the others?
They're asleep. They're not scared.
Wait for me! Oh, really? You aren't afraid too, are you? Where are the boys?
We won't see them. Boys are brave.
You two aren't afraid too, are you?
Oh, no, we just wanted to make sure you weren't.
Was this your idea, Frederick?
Oh, no. It was Kurt's.
That's it. Kurt. God bless Kurt. Why does it do that? Well, the lightning says something to the thunder, and then the thunder answers it back.
Why does it answer so loudly?
Well, maybe if we sing loud enough, then we won't be able to hear it.
High on a hill was a lonely goatherd, lay, yee-hoo. Clouds in the clouds of the lonely goatherd, lay, low. Birds in the town that was quite remote, heard, lay, yee-hoo. Lusty and clear from the goatherd's throat, heard, lay, low. The castle motored, yee-hoo. Men on the road with a load to tow turned, along. Men in the midst of Soon her mamma with a pale pink coat turned lay-o-lay-o-lay-o-lay-o. A statuette for a girl and a goat turned lay-o-lay-o-lo. Oh, oh, lay-o-lay, oh, 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 lay-o-lay, oh, oh, lay-o-lay, oh, lay-o-lay-o-lay. Third pink coat turned lay-o-lay-o-lay-o. Soon the duet will become a trio, lay-o-lay-o-lo.
Franz, did you tell her stepfather I'm having coffee out here?
Yes, sir. He's still on the telephone.
Oh, thank you.
No sign of the children yet, Franz?
Not yet, sir.
Georg, those mountains. They're magnificent.
Yes. They're not like any other mountains. They're friendly. Look, see that green stretch of woods over there? When the wind moves through it, it's like a restless sea.
And that sweet little village.
It's not a village, it's a town.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt its feelings.
You know, it's fun being with you. You're quite an experience for me.
You're quite an experience for me too. Somewhere in you, there's a fascinating man. Occasionally I catch a glimpse of him, and when I do, he's exciting.
Exciting? Well, I've never been called exciting before.
You know, I'm beginning to understand you better that I see you here. You're a little like those mountains, except you keep moving. How can you be away from this place as much as you are?
Well, maybe I'm just searching for a reason to come back to stay.
Georg, I like it here very much.
Max still can't be here. I know he's eager about getting things for the Kolsberg Festival, but... you like it here?
Oh, we'd have to spend some time in Vienna, because I have Henry's estate to look after.
I thought that was a corporation now.
It is, and I'm president.
You? President of a corporation?
After all, I managed Henry's affairs for years before he died.
You know, I can't see you sitting behind a desk.
Well, of course, I wear a business suit and I smoke a big cigar.
Excuse me, sir. Herr Detweiler would like his coffee now.
While he's telephoning.
He just finished. Oh, my. I'm sorry it took so long.
Any luck?
Well, how would you like this for the Kolsberg Festival? The finest choral group in all of Austria, the greatest quartet in all Europe, and the best soprano in the world.
Max, that's something I'd love to hear.
Well, so would I. All I've got at the moment is a basso who can't even profondo.
Oh, Max, you always come up with a good festival concert.
And why? Because my motto is to never start out looking for the people you wind up getting. That's why I've been telephoning Paris, Rome, Stockholm, London.
On Georg's telephone.
But how else could I afford it? I mean, why am I up here?
I hoped it was because you liked me.
Well, of course I like you. Why shouldn't I like you? You live like a king.
Max.
You have an excellent wine cellar. Well, Elsa, I can't help it. I like rich people. I like the way they live. I like the way I live when I'm with them. I'm speaking as a government official. Georg, is there a cathedral around here?
Yes, that's our abbey, Nürnberg Abbey.
There's a choir.
A beautiful one?
Good. In the next few days, I should be scouting those towns and villages over there, listening to sangaboons, choirs, quartets.
You'll be here for meals, won't you?
Oh, yes. It was in a town, such as that one. It was called Waltzman. I discovered the St. Ignatius Boys Choir in 1930. They became very famous and won the festival.
Oh, yes, whatever became of them?
By the time their voices changed, they were rich enough to live in America. Anyway, enough about them. Who lives in that dilapidated castle over there? Rumpelstiltskin.
Baron Elberfield, the oldest family in the valley.
Well, I'd like to meet him. I'd like to meet all your friends. Georg, why don't you give a dinner for me while I'm here? Nothing very much, just something lavish.
Well, I wouldn't know whom to invite. Today it's very difficult to tell who's your friends and who's your enemies.
This isn't a good time to make enemies. Let's make some friends.
The children still can't be out here.
You're not worried about them, are you?
Well, I expect them to come out and meet you.
It couldn't have been an intentional slide because they haven't even met me yet.
Forgive me, I'll try and find them.
So, Elsa, Have you made up Georg's mind yet? Is he going to marry you?
Oh, yes. Now, he hasn't admitted it yet. There seems to be something standing in his way.
And you don't know what that is?
No.
Well, I do.
What?
It's very simple. It's money.
Money?
Yes. You're rich, and he's rich.
What's going on here?
Hi.
Who are you?
I have a telegram for Herr Detweiler.
I'm Herr Detweiler.
You delivered your telegram. Now get out.
Georg, he's just a
I'm an
boy.
Austrian. I will not be hired.
Oh, Georg, why don't you just look at things the way I do? What's going to happen will happen. Just don't let it happen to you.
Max, if you had any character, convinced I'd hate you.
Oh, wow. You couldn't hate me. I'm too lovable.
Herr Detweiler, you have a call.
I'll take it. Yes.
El dear ray, a drop of golden sun. Me a name I call myself, far a long way to run.
Oh, Captain, you're home.
Straight line! Get out of your clothing and get back into uniforms. At once! Fraulein, where did you get those abominations? Out of a nightmare?
No, out of some old curtains. Someone used to hang in my bedroom.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me the people of this village have seen my children wearing old curtains?
Yes. People see them and they smile.
Don't wonder.
Then they say, there go Captain von Trapp's children.
My children have always been a credit to my name.
No, they haven't. They've just been unhappy little marching machines.
I don't care to hear about my family from you.
Well, you've got to hear from someone. Take Liesel. She's not a child anymore, and if you keep treating her as one, Captain, you're going to have an abomination on your hands. Frederick, he's shy. He's aloof. He needs you. He needs your confidence.
I don't want to hear about my son from you.
Take Brigitte. She knows a lot about him, and she would know a lot more about him if you got to know her. She tells the truth, even when you don't want to hear it. And take Kurt. He's shy. And you ignore him. You brush him aside the way you brush the rest of them aside. I'm not finished yet. And Marta. I don't know about yet, but someone's got to find out about her. And little Gretel. She just wants to be loved. Oh, Captain, love Gretel. Love all of them.
Stop it! You will be sent back to the Abbey as soon as possible.
I'm sorry if I said something I shouldn't have.
When you've gone, there'll be lots of things that I'm happy to do without you.
Live with the sound
What's
of
that?
music.
Singing.
Your children.
With songs
My
they have
children.
sung
Singing.
for 1,000 years. The hills fill my heart with the sound of music. My heart wants to sing every song it hears.
Edelweiss. Georg, why haven't you told me how enchanting your children are?
Children, I'd like to have you show Frost Ray to the gardens.
Yes, show me the gardens. I want to see everything, and with you too. Now, I don't know any of your names yet, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure I won't get them straight for a long time.
I'm Marta. No, you're not. I'm Marta. You're Louisa.
You were right. I don't know my own children.
When I get back to the Abbey,
No, I want you to stay.
if I can be of any help.
You've helped already. You've brought music back into my home. I've forgotten. To laugh like a brook as it trips and falls over stones. May to sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. Laugh like a brook as it trips and falls over stones in his way. To sing through the night like a lark who is learning to pray. I go to the hills when my heart is lonely. I know I'm a
congratulate you.
Yes. The captain seemed pleased.
He was very moved, yes.
He asked me to stay on with the children.
Oh, you're staying on.
Until September.
September?
Then I go back to the abbey.
The abbey?
I'm going to be a nun.
Oh, how nice. When you get back to the abbey, think of us.
I'll pray for you.
All the guests. Come along, children. The party started.
Frau Schmidt, can you tie my bow, please? We've never had a party in this house before.
Oh, yes, there used to be lots of parties here.
Friedrich and I used to sneak out and watch them from the top of the stairs.
I remember the music.
Once your father brought the gypsy orchestra all the way from Budapest.
Yes, they wore red coats.
Come along, children. Mind your manners.
I remember beautiful ladies and everybody laughing.
There was one lady who was beautiful of all. I think she was here all the time.
Yes, Louisa.
Can we dance while the other guests are dancing? Of course. Remember what Frau Maria told us. Yes.
You have German blood, haven't you? I am not a German. I am an Austrian. There's going to be an Anschluss. I warn you, everyone like you. And that goes for ours.
Baron Elderfield, very nice to see you again.
Frau Schrader is charming, Georg.
Oh, I hope she isn't ill.
No, it's a simple headache. Frau Schrader, would you mind giving this up to Elsa, please?
Father, I don't think these people are having a very good time.
Half the people I invited aren't even speaking to the other half.
Father, maybe they're having a good time not speaking to each other.
Oh, sir. Frau Schrader asked me to let you know she will join you in a few minutes.
Thank you.
Little girl?
Show me.
No, I haven't danced.
Oh, come. You said the left hand behind the back.
But first, the boy and girl meet. Then they go for a little stroll.
Yes.
No, Kurt, that's wrong. This is how you do it.
I don't know anymore.
Well, that's how you do it, Kurt.
Your face is all red.
It's because I haven't danced. Good evening, Frau Schrader.
I hope you're feeling better, Frau Schrader.
Hello, Uncle Max. We're having a party.
Oh, good. Be sure to tell your father it's sure to be a success. I'm here.
Max.
Oh, Elsa, you've got to be the most beautiful corporation president in the entire world.
Thank you, Max.
Max, you're here. And as usual, just in time for dinner.
Oh, Georg, did you really think you could throw a gala without me?
Oh dear, now we have an odd little man, don't we?
Oh, yes, an odd one, but charming.
Liesel, would you mind going up to Frau Maria and asking her to come down?
Maria.
Why, what's wrong? We need another woman.
Liesel.
Well, I don't think of it that way.
Look, I don't mind, but you can't ask a guest to dine with Maria.
Why not?
Elsa, just explain to him why not.
Max, can you change in a hurry?
Yes, we could use you tonight.
Frau Schrader, they're talking about you out there.
Come on, Georg, I've been dodging these people for an hour.
Oh, hello, Fraulein Maria.
Hello, Herr Zeller. Nice to see you again.
Yes, and you will.
I knew it all along. Frau Schrader didn't have a headache. She just wanted to get her to the party. She was faking it.
Brigitte, you shouldn't say things you don't know are true.
But I do know. I just heard her saying to Father she'd been dodging these people.
That doesn't mean she doesn't have a headache. And I think you need to learn to like Frau Schrader. Because I think she's going to be your new mother.
He couldn't.
Why not?
Because he's in love with you.
Brigitte, you shouldn't say a thing like
You
that.
must know that.
No, Brigitte.
The other night, when we were all sitting on the floor singing the Edelweiss song he taught us, after we finished, you laughed at him for forgetting the words. He didn't forget the words. He just stopped singing to look at you. And the way his voice sounds when he speaks to you.
No, Brigitte, no.
And the way you looked at him just now when you were dancing with him. You're in love with him.
One more dance and bedtime. Maria, I was wondering if you'd like to dine with us tonight instead of the children. And also, can you put on that nice white dress from last night? It was lovely, soft and white.
Shall I announce dinner, sir?
No, not yet. The children want to say goodnight. Oh, Georg, I wanted the children to say goodnight the way they did last night. Please, Georg, the way they did it for me. It was so sweet.
No.
Please, Georg. For me?
Change-o!
Max, you're just in time. Children, now.
There's a sad sort of clanging from the clock in the hall, and the bells in the steeple too. And up in the nursery, an absurd little bird is popping out to say cuckoo. Regretfully they tell us, but firmly they compel us to say goodbye to you. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
I'd hate to go and leave this pretty sight.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, adieu, 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 to you and you and you. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
I'd like to stay and taste my first champagne.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
I leave and heave a sigh and say goodbye,
I'm glad to go. I cannot tell a lie.
I flit, I float, I fleety flee, I fly.
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye,
Oh, Elsa, they're extraordinary.
Fraulein Maria taught them to do it.
You know, it's funny. I've been looking all over Austria for something just like this, and I find it here.
Wait a minute, Max.
Oh, Georg. Oh, Elsa. They have to sing. They have to.
No, Georg. No. Georg didn't even want them to sing in front of the guests tonight. I had to persuade him.
That's good. It means you have influence. Oh, Elsa, please.
Max!
Elsa, if they don't sing for Austria, it will be a travesty. And I mean, it wouldn't do me any good.
note to take us on.
I waited until she wanted to come to me.
She's happy to be here, but she's unhappy too.
Did she say anything? Why did they send her back?
She doesn't speak. She hasn't spoken except in prayer.
I'll see her now.
Maria!
This must have been a trying experience for you.
It was, Mother.
And what have you learned from it?
I've learned that I never want to leave these walls again.
Why did they send you back to us?
They didn't send me back. I left. And I left without telling them I was going. And without saying goodbye.
Maria, how could you do this?
I was frightened.
Frightened?
I never felt that way. I was confused. And I knew that here I would be safe.
But what was it you couldn't face?
I couldn't face him again.
Thank you, Sister Margareta. Maria, are you in love with Captain Von Trapp?
I don't know. I don't know.
Tell me about it, my child.
Brigitte said that it was, and that her father was in love with me. And then we were dancing, and we gazed at each other. I could hardly breathe. And then I knew I couldn't stay.
But you do like him, Maria.
Yes.
Have you told him this?
If I did, I didn't know I did.
Maria, when you first came to the Abbey, you told me you remembered your mother and father before they died. Tell me, were they happy?
Yes, they were very happy.
And my child, you were born of their happiness, their love. And Maria, you have a great capacity to love. What is up to you is you must decide how God wants you to spend that love.
But I've pledged my life to God.
Maria, loving this man doesn't mean that you love God any less. You must find out. You must go back.
Oh no, Mother, please don't make me go back.
Maria, you must go back. You must find the life that you were born to live.
But how do I find it?
You look for it.
shop will now be a 15-20 minute interval. There are refreshments on the sale. There are still some burgers.